What is up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome back for reaction video. It's been a while since we've done anything like this. Used to do all kinds of reactions to like Fortnite trailers and other interesting things. But this time, we're doing something for our Helliverse fans. It's been a while since we put out any kind of like unboxing or content related to like Helliverse merch like we've done before and some other things. But got the wifey here, and today just so happened to be a surprise drop of a first teaser trailer for Hazbin Hotel Season 2, which is exciting because also tomorrow is the release of Hell of a Boss on Amazon Prime, including a new episode, if I remember correctly, a brand new reintroduction, so to speak. Yeah. But we have the Season 2 teaser for Hazbin Hotel, and it came out during the day while I was at work. She was at home. We actually technically have watched it already, but we want to react to it for you guys and talk about some things, maybe come up with some theories and see where things go when this actually releases in about a month and 20 days from this point. With that said, let's go ahead and watch it first and then we'll talk about it. Let's get started. Alrighty, here we go.
War is coming. You're either with me
You, Valentino.
or against me.
Hell will rise!
So be ready for some
Breaking news.
October 29th. Yay! Oh, that's great. All right. So we had our first little taste there, our first little tease. And it's quite the interesting one because under the circumstances, like, oh man, there's a lot to unpack in a very short time. Just over 30 seconds. And I mean, thinking about things, we've already had our teases, our glimpses, our little bits that have been revealed by the creator, Vivian Medrano, as well as, you know, just little things that have been hinted at by the cast during the recording process. So we've known that, like, the big thing was that Vox was going to be the antagonist coming around this season, and we really got a big look at that. But, like, the whole war is coming thing, like it's obviously teasing heaven versus hell kind of deal.
Yeah.
I kind of want to I want to make a guess and a stab at the fact where they had the thing where hell will rise and he's there. He's wearing a different suit. At least the colors look different in that. So it kind of makes me think that might have been part of a musical number, that scene. Might have been part of a song. It just kind of feels like that vibe. But we got some little looks of Alastor in action. We had Niffty in action.
Yes.
Yay! For Charlie.
I was a little surprised with Penchus though, because I wonder if that's like a flashback or something, because that was his original color scheme, not at the end of...
Yeah. At the end of season 1, obviously we've seen him in heaven. He pops up in heaven, so we get to see what he looks like.
And he
he's
had
all
a white and gold.
Yeah, he's all light colored, and even his like skin tone and stuff was a little bit different too.
Yeah.
But he pops up there, and we see him back in hell.
Yeah.
So, is that a flashback? Most likely. I feel like that's going to be the thing. I don't think there's going to be the whole freely traversal thing. And even if we could, we've seen obviously like Lute and Adam and everybody come through to hell, and they don't change appearance. So I don't think that's going to be a case.
No.
It's definitely a flashback of some sort. But what? And what are they trying to tell with that?
Yeah.
What else? Obviously, we had the couple glimpses of Vox. And a little bit with the V's. We've seen Vox with Valentino and Velvette in that one scene. We just seen that little bit. But then we see Velvette again.
Yeah.
In some sort of action. So I wonder how much feature we're getting with her, because to me, out of the 3 of the V's, we didn't get as much with her.
No.
We got the Respectless song. We got the scene of her with, you know, the clothing and her telling Vox about Valentino's little tantrum and all that stuff. But we didn't really get anything more. She kind of almost took a backseat to the other 2.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping we get more of Velvette. Maybe there's something more along the lines of, like, she feels like that kind of character that despite her attitude, despite her more modern type aesthetic compared to the others, that she might be more of like a moral compass type thing, even though she's part of the V's, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But definitely could we have more of Velvette?
Yeah.
Of course, there's going to be more of Fox with him being primary antagonist here.
Yeah.
Now, who's Alastor fighting?
Yeah.
Because we see him fighting somebody in
He'd
the
be
middle of the
fighting
streets.
anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Anybody. So who's he fighting? That's interesting. Who's Niffty fighting? Because Niffty jump up in the air with her knife. She's stabbing. Stab, stab.
Yeah.
And I love that. I got to see more Niffty action. Angel Dust. Now, weirdly enough, that first little scene we see of Angel Dust has some like claw-like things, like holding his eyes open. So
Someone was.
who's got fingers like that?
I'd have to look at it. And
So if we scroll back a little bit, who's got fingers like that? That's Vox.
that's Vox.
That's Vox. If you pause that frame, that's Vox's striped outfit. So why does he have Angel and why is he holding his eyes open? What's he making him look at? What's got Angel freaked out like that? Because his eyes wide, look of horror on the face,
Yeah.
tear in his eye, his non-red eye.
Yeah.
What is going on there? Is that like a nightmare type sequence, or is that actually, okay, Vox has him kidnapped? Which I know there was a rumor about that because we had how much stuff that leaked before, but there was some sort of rumor about Angel being kidnapped or something, disappearing for a little bit, which to some point, depending on how they do it, I think it could be good. But it almost feels like, in a way, without getting into it, like that could be a sort of rehash of the whole him being stuck with Valentino and he gets pissed off at Charlie kind of thing. But, you know, not so much a rehash of that, but rather going down that same kind of rabbit hole of he's away from everybody else, and, you know, now everybody tries to bring him back, but
Yeah.
is he gonna agree to it kind of thing? Because as much as I love my schnookums, out of everybody, he's got the most kind of naivety, in the sense of he could probably be more easily manipulated into being that feeling of dirt, that feeling of being down, and he can't fix things, he can't change things, so he would want to keep away from everybody again. Which, you know, flips back to that. And I kind of hope that's not a case, for the sake of the fact, because I don't want to see them take away the growth that he had in season 1.
No.
I don't want to see him be dragged down. Now, I'd like to see him continue to grow and continue to be strong, but at the same time, Vox does seem like the kind of guy that would go after the weak link, so to speak.
Yeah.
So the manipulation tactic and things, again, is why I said, you know, that kind of comparison, how Valentino treated him, how Valentino manipulated him, being asked to Charlie, and then the whole song and dance with Huskers and stuff like that, you know, of course, and that brought him up and uplifted him a bit. But are we going to see that again, or is he going to falter once more? I don't know. It's interesting to think about. Now, of course, we do get that other scene, which is kind of awkward. Okay.
Where is it?
Hell will rise!
It's fine.
So be
There. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have this other scene of Angel jumping from the hotel across the railroad tracks that are wrapped around the hotel with Huskers tied up, but he's dressed in something goofy. And I kind of feel like this is intentionally misleading because it makes it look like it's a dramatic thing. But the train and the tracks are there, they're around the hotel. And with Angel being essentially an actor and the way that they were trying to do things to promote the hotel and filming things, I feel like this might either be them trying to make something fun and promotional, and they're just making this look in this trailer
More dramatic
than what it actually is going to be in the show. Like, this
Yeah.
could be them trying to make another commercial, or this could be Angel trying to make a movie, or maybe he's daydreaming about something or whatever. I don't feel that this is something bad actually happening. You know, because the other thing weird about this is Huskers is wearing, like, this looks like an old-timey woman's dress like you'd see in the Wild
Yeah.
Wild West of a woman being tied in the railroad tracks, like Looney Tunes-ish. So this feels like this is a total red herring on that. That this is just meant to be totally funny. And when we actually see this scene, it's going to be something completely different than what people think it is.
Given the getup, I'm thinking Alastor has a thing to do with that.
Would
Especially since he owns Husk.
Yeah, that could be. That totally could be. It would make sense.
Only he would put him in a dress.
I could see it. I could see it. Well, like I said, you know, under the circumstances, look at what he did with everybody when they filmed the, you know, trailer or the,
Yeah.
the commercial in the beginning.
Yep.
And even like what he did, he put Vaggie in Susan's clothing. You know,
Yep.
everybody made such a big deal about that. Excuse me. This feels like something similar.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this was supposed to be what everybody thinks it is, that this is a oh my god kind of moment. This is going to be something that's going to turn out to be comedic. Now we do get that glimpse of the hotel, and I know we got a very, very short look at it at the end of season 1, but we get a really nice look of the whole thing at the very beginning of the trailer.
Yeah.
And we've got the ship, we've got the tower, we've got the train, we've got the different sides of things. There's the apple in the front, but then there's the statue, you've got the marquee type entrance spot, and then the key at the top with the Hazbin Hotel. And then if you look at the left and right of the entrance, you've got the left side with the card symbols, the right side with the XXX. So they're each part, of course, still symbolizing a different character,
Yeah.
which stays true to the original aesthetic of the hotel too.
Yep.
We got the eyes and stuff over here as well, which is kind of a little freaky the way that looks. But then you've got this part that's a little bit demonic looking.
It
which
looks
is
like
neat.
an updated version of Alastor's radio tower.
Yeah. And the only thing though is like, okay, you kind of double up on
That one looks like an apple, so I'm thinking
Exactly.
it's Lucifer's.
Yeah, but like I was gonna say, you kind of have the doubled up on the apple because you have the apple near the marquee at the front as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, Lucifer, do you really need that like extra?
He's the king of hell. Why not?
I mean, sure, but this is supposed to be his daughter's thing. So what about her? You know, but that's funny. But yeah, I mean, overall, the whole update to the hotel is pretty cool.
War is coming.
But the hourglass gets destroyed, which is another question. The hourglass, it's obviously like some sort of like a big old laser beam or something that comes down and destroys that. So we have no more countdown towards exterminations and things. But did
Yeah.
they successfully fend off the exterminations? Oh, of course, Heaven's not going to give up so easily. So
No.
under the circumstances, you know, like Fox said,
You're either with me
war. So they're still fighting to stop that in the
or
sense.
against me.
We get a little glimpse of Lucifer there, and he comes down, but he's obviously enshrouded in shadow, and we've got the eyes and stuff like that on him. Charlie's surprised.
Ooh. That's Alastor.
Interesting. So, right, the scene. Wait. Okay.
That's his monocle right there.
So, after the scene of Angel, we see Fox's silhouette and Alastor's eye.
Up close like that, that means that they're meeting face to face at some point.
Well, and Viv already did say that we're supposed to get Alastor backstory throughout this season. So, breaking that down, could this be a thing of like we're seeing more of the past between those two as well? Obviously, you know, if you're telling Alastor's backstory, we've got to know what drove them to the point where they're at each other's throat constantly.
Yeah.
So could this little glimpse at that be the same sort of thing?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing to think about. That is a good point. I wouldn't have guessed that was Alastor. Now that we're back here too, this where it says resist, and you look at Vox, he's in a different suit altogether. He's got like a real fancy looking suit type outfit, like tuxedo style on right now. And it's much lighter color.
And that there is different too.
Yeah. The little zigzag. So instead of stripies on his suit, he's got that. He's got, looks like heart-shaped buttons too. It's kind of funny. That's funny. New World Order, of course, was teased. Now we see, is that supposed to be Lute?
Yes,
so,
that is Lute.
Because look, she's got some sort of a prosthetic arm, of course. Yep. So that's picking up where we left off. But look at the bracelet that she has on too. It's glowing, and it's like a golden type of thing. But of course, she's got her black halo, which is interesting. But then you go back, and there's like this flashback of like Adam's office or something, because that's his guitar, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
axe,
his
guitar.
And that's in like a glass case, but it's shattered, it's broken. The walls are all torn up here.
Those are all angelic weapons over there.
Yeah. This is all like broken, destroyed, ruined. This is there was something obviously in this little picture frame on the right that's falling out. So that's kind of weird. Like, is there some sort of, I don't want to say like an uprising in hell, but like, or in heaven, but like a bit of a panic between the fact that they essentially lost and the fact that Pencha shows up. A little bit of a, oh my god, everybody's freaking out, so there's destruction and whatnot. Because that almost looks like, even though she's got that big grin, that's her mask and stuff, it almost kind of gives me vibes of like she's getting ready to bring order back type of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That is in front of Valentino's wing of the tower.
Okay, so Alastor, now okay, yeah, the next scene, Alastor fighting, that's in front of V Tower, so, what's going on there? Yeah, because that's actually the tower.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
The tower itself.
Because there's the small parts down here, which would be like his studio and whatnot, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
And also his cane, you can clearly see it's still broken.
Yeah. It's got stitches on it.
It's got stitches. There's a wrapping right underneath where his hand is.
Yeah. Excuse me. So when is this? Is this early or is this later in the season?
Also, stains there. Remnant from whenever he was slashed in that fight.
So this could be early. This could be early. Okay. Good eye on that. Okay, and then of course we had that scene with Angel and Husk. We already broke that down pretty good, but then we see Velvette in a different outfit. But what is that she's... Okay, she's got some sort of a bow.
Yeah.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 arrows coming out that she fires. Okay. Interesting. Then we get the little glimpse at Cherri and Pentious, which, if I remember right, I saw that they said that there was going to be a song for those two. So,
Okay.
you know, of course, we're going to have this flashback of Pentious. Can I see something there? No, it's just the way the frame's passed. He's blasting something. Oops. And then Niffty jumping up in the air.
Angel portal there, and that is once again in front of Val's part of the tower.
All in front of V Tower and in front of Val's area, so this must be at that same point. She's with Alastor. Alastor and Niffty fighting somebody. Whether it's Val or Box or somebody, but they're tag teaming.
Yeah.
Stab, stab. I love it. That's interesting. And then we end with Box. So interesting. Now look at this. So we, you know, of course we've seen this, that little teaser that was before that, you know, we see all the different stuff within the logo. And I know we kind of had some of that with last season as well, where we got little tidbits in the logo. But of course, like the eye of the key is Box's eye. Then there's his symbol at the top of the logo. What is this though?
V3.
Yeah, the V is turned sideways. 3 is above it.
That's for Val.
Well, no.
Those that are identical but opposite, I think those are for that newer character that's supposed to be at the hotel. What's his name?
Baxter.
Yeah. Baxter.
Could. Yeah, I mean, like, if this is a playing card, the V is normal, the 3's on top, turned sideways. Unless that's not supposed to be a 3, it's just supposed to be an M stylized, but that kind of looks obviously 3-ish turned sideways, you know? But what does that stand for? The three V's. I mean, but that's kind of too obvious, it feels. I don't know. That feels too obvious. But either way, that's still cool. And then October 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, see the last little clip there again.
Yay! Charlie's crying. Where are they? Is that in the hotel? It's so bright. And then Niffty.
Goofy gremlin looking face.
I mean, it's Niffty. She is a goofy little gremlin. I mean, this should be the point where our children would be like, she looks like she's about to poop. But she's like, but I love Niffty. That's just, she looks ready to do something. Like ready to jump on somebody, stab somebody, do something, whatever. Could this actually be the point that has to do with Niffty's song or whatever? Because there was the clip that was released by them a while back when they were recording, and they revealed about that Niffty was going to have a song, but they were recording dialogue, and Charlie was like, Niffty, no! Niffty, no! She had like 2 or 3 different takes in the clip of her recording dialogue where she was saying that. So could this be something in around that time as well?
Possibly.
I don't know. It's actually really tough to break this down. And part of me is like, you know, we pretty much just stated a lot of the obvious and things that we saw in the trailer. But on the other hand, it also just feels like there's plenty there to give us, but not enough for us to really make major guesstimations on things. There's just like, look at this scene, where they're at in this scene, like you pointed out, V Tower and stuff like that. We talked about the aesthetic of the hotel, the flashback of Pentious, Lute, the location, the office and stuff there.
Yeah.
It's really hard to figure out point A to point B, where everything lines up and what's it all leading to, but it definitely has that very ominous feel.
Yes. Epic
and ominous. So very well done for a teaser, and definitely makes you want more.
Yes.
It makes you want more, it makes you want to watch. So we have a month and 20 days to get there. So what's funny is it premieres on our youngest's birthday.
Yes.
We're gonna have to wait till after celebrating to sit down and watch.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, it's time to go to bed. Mom and Dad are watching Hazbin. Go to sleep. But I don't care. Go to sleep. We're not that bad. But seriously, we will. We'll wait till after all the celebrating and stuff is said and done, and put him to bed and Toby to bed, and yeah, then we'll enjoy watching it. But that said, final thoughts?
I'm still bouncing with excitement. I can't help it.
Even though you're like half asleep right now.
Yes, yes. I am very tired, but I'm super excited at the same time.
I am too, but again, this just leaves me wanting more. This leaves me wanting so much more. I want more information. I want to know what's going on, but it's also going to be one of those feelings where we're going to end up getting to the point where this comes out. We're going to binge it all, and then we're going to be like, oh, I want more again. You know, the cycle repeats itself.
Yep. I'll probably get super addicted to it like I did the first one and just keep watching it over and over and over, and then try and find all kinds of new songs or stuff to go with it, and have that added to my phone as well.
Yeah, but what are the odds that there's a glimpse or a tease or something during this season of Hell of a Boss? Now that they're both on Prime, and that the whole thing that's had to have been set in motion for a while.
It had to have been, and they had to try and get things lined up so that they can have that set and out there before they released any of it.
Yeah. And like I said, Hell of a Boss is coming tomorrow after this is being recorded, after the day that this teaser came out. Hell of a Boss comes to Prime tomorrow with that new episode. Could we get, even if it's something like at the end of the season, like a small, like after credits type of scene where boom, there's a crossover.
Yeah.
And that leads into them popping up more maybe in season 3 as additional thing. Now, granted, I know that they've already pretty much recorded the dialogue and stuff and possibly music for season 3. So the story's probably already well written, but I mean, they can always rewrite stuff. There's nothing saying that they're, that they can't. They're animating things yet, and that's going to be a while. Who knows? It's probably going to be at least a year till we get to season 3, minimum, I would say. So, do we see any kind of a glimpse this season with them? I don't know. Would be fun.
Yes.
But I don't know. With that said, though, I think it's safe to say we're pretty excited about it. Fun little breakdown, fun little look at a 30-second trailer that we turned into well over 20 minutes of BSing about it.
Yes.
But it's fun. It's fun looking at this kind of stuff and trying to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think. If you're fans of Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss, whatever, let us know in the comments what you think of the trailer, what your excitement level is. What are you most excited for and most looking for? Or rather, what are you most looking forward to this season? For me, I gotta see more Niffty and Angel Dust. Come on. Like, those are my two. Always will be. And, yep. I've got the Coke bottle of mine and Angel's names together. Sorry, wifey, it's my husband. I've told that story way too many times. I'm not telling it again. Sorry. You gotta look back on the channel if you want to learn that story. Anyway. But oh, don't give me that look, you Vox and Alastor simp.
I like them both, but not together, just so you know that.
It doesn't matter, simp. With that said, guys, we appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to hang out here on the channel and watch. Like I said, let us know in the comments what you think of the trailer, what you're looking forward to most with this season, what you're excited for, and what you hope to see happen, and we'll talk about it. With that, that's it for this one. We will see you all next time.